Good afternoon and welcome you all. Today's session of Research Pe Charcha, we are so glad to have participants joining us from different places, all eager to learn, explore new research tools. Today's workshop, Unlocking the Power of Origin, a researcher's tool, will be led by Dr. Vicky Kapoor, Assistant Professor in the Department of Physics at K.R. Mangalam University, Gurugram. He holds a PhD in physics from JP Institute of Information Technology, Noida, during which he received Junior Research Fellowship and Senior Research Fellowship by Defense Research and Development Organization. He also holds a MSc in Physics from Department of Physics and Astrophysics, University of Delhi, and BSc Honours in Physics from prestigious Hirorimal College, University of Delhi. The research focuses on fiber optics, SPR sensors, thin film technology, and nanomaterials for optical sensing. He has authored over 10 research papers in reputed international journals, indexed in SCI and Spocus, and holds a patent for an innovative fiber optic based device designed for real time environment monitoring. Dr. Kapoor has qualified several national level competitive exams, including CSIR UGC NET, All India Rank 70, and GATE 2017 and 2018. Right now, he's actively involved in organizing international conferences and faculty development programs. In addition to teaching and research roles, he serves as a peer reviewer in and editorial board in international journals and has invited as guest speaker at prestigious conferences in India and also Europe. So further delays are very less important. So we'll start with the session. All yours, sir.
Thank you, Charu, for introduction, and thank you so much, Think Shakse, for inviting me for the lecture on Origin software. So I hope I'm audible. I'm audible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. You are
Okay.
audible.
Okay. 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 Thank you very
Yes, sir.
much. So let me know. I'm sharing the screen. So is it visible? Let me. Yeah. So is it visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So our topic is about like this is a session one. Earlier, uh, the session was on some different research tool, right? So today we will discuss about the Origin Pro, and this Origin Pro is like basically is the most important for experimental physicist or someone who try to plot the graph and do the statistical analysis. So the topic is like unlocking the power of Origin, a researcher toolkit. So let me first start with a very basic introduction because I know many of us are not aware about the origin. So I will try to keep as much as basic. And later on in a coming session, maybe we will go on some advanced tool also in the origin. So first of all, what is origin? So origin is like a data analysis and a graphic software, and it is basically developed by the Origin Lab Corporation. And across the world, they are widely used like researchers, engineers, and other than academic disciplines is also basically they are used for the different purpose. And basically in all the publication, especially experimental one, we basically use this particular tool, and we can do complex analysis and graph plotting and so many things. And we will explore in the coming lectures. So in this particular presentation, I will try to introduce Origin for like all the like UG, PG, and all the research scholar. We are very new to the Origin part, and so let me continue it. So first of all, who use Origin? Like we have like different disciplines is there. We have a natural science, we have an engineering discipline, we have a social science, we have a medical. And natural science means like we have a biologist, chemist, physicist. So they basically they need experimental data and they try to analyze it. So for the analysis part, for the visualization part, for the graphical analysis part, we can use this particular tool. engineering discipline like electrical, mechanical, and so on, they can use it for like material science data and some other kind of analysis. In the social science part also, economists and psychologists, they can use for statistical analysis and so many things. And for the medical and the pharmaceutical research also, they can use for the, like for example, for the while drugs trialing and biosignal processing and the clinical data analysis, they can use it, right? So these are the different, some of the main domain you can say where we can use the origin, right? So what are the key features? So the key features, like
Hello, sir.
it's very, yeah, I'm audible.
Your slide is stuck on the first page only.
Oh, okay. Let me first check.
Yeah, it's moving now.
It's fine.
No, you have to project the page. It's not there. It's showing all the slides.
Okay. Okay. Let me first check.
Oh,
It's fine.
no, it's showing all the slides, sir. Your screen only, no?
Okay.
All the slides.
Let me again share it. Yeah. Now it's fine. I hope. Is it fine? Can
Yeah,
you
we
say?
can see the slide who uses origin. You can move to next
Yeah.
slide and
Yeah. Basically, I have to continue from there. So let me again show you our first slide. This is our first slide, and so in the first slide, I've tried to explain the basic introduction about the Origin. Like this is basically a tool which is basically developed by the Origin Lab Corporation, and we can use them for like different purpose. Like for the like in the research paper, we have plot different graphs and like like all the like engineering research and academic purpose we can use it. So these are the different domains where we can use the origin, like in the natural science, biologist, chemist, and physicist. Engineering discipline is there. Social science is there, like in economics and psychologists is there. They can use us. They can basically use origin as a statistical tool, and they can analyze their survey data, statistical analysis for their data also. And in the medical and pharmaceutical research, they can use like for the clinical data analysis and drug filing and bio signal processing purpose. They can use it. Now, what are the key features? So the key features, first of all, it's interface, user-friendly interface. We can like for the beginner, it's very easy and very like very quick. You can learn how to plot and how to put the data. And we have some advanced graphing feature also there, like 2D plot and 3D plot, and so we can customize it accordingly. And we have a comprehensive analysis tool is also there. We can include a curve fitting is there, peak analysis is there. For example, if you want to plot XRD graph, and so we can do the curve fitting also, peak analysis also there. So image analysis capability is also there in this feature also. And lastly, we have a batch processing and automation also. Like we can enable the automation part also, like through Origin C and Python and R integration, we can do it in this particular software.
sorry to interrupt again, sir.
Yeah.
You are on which slide? So we can just see the third slide.
Uh, I'm on a third slide. Key features of Origin. Can you say?
Oh, I can
Is
see
it
only who
phrase it?
uses origin.
Okay. I think it phrase on a second slide. I just move on to the third slide also. Let me again see,
It's
check.
still stopped
Now you
on
can you
third slide. Who
can you
uses
say it now?
origin? Yeah, like I can only see the third slide, no? Who uses origin? Now key
Okay,
features.
just
Yeah,
not
it's fine
moving.
now. Yeah.
It's fine now, no? So let me share again on a full screen mode. Now it's fine. Is it fine? Is it okay? Can you say?
Yeah. Now I can
Yeah.
see fourth slide. Who uses key features of origin? Can you move to another
Yeah.
slide?
Yeah, sure. So these are the key features like your intuitive interface is there, advanced graphing is also there, comprehensive analysis is there, batch processing is also there. Like we have user interface overview. Like if we open our Origin software, then there we have a workspace is there, which is a central area where we can put the data, and then we have to select the data, and then we can project it. We can plot the graph. And we have some different toolbar is there. I will show you how to use them. Okay, so this is an user interface. Now, if we go on the basic workflow, so how to use the Origin. First of all, the very first thing after opening the Origin software, first you have to import the data. The first thing you can import the data or you can directly put the data. Like if we have some, you have Excel file is there or you have some data, you can copy and directly paste it on the worksheet, or you can directly import data. We have some option is there. I will show you, and from there you can upload the particular file, and they can automatically take your data. And then second step is after putting all the data, you have to create the graph after selecting the columns in the worksheet. And then you have to plot according to whatever graph you want to plot, 2D, 3D, 1D, and you have some like different many options there for the plotting. And the third one is like customized graph. After plotting the graph, basically you have to uh, label it properly. For example, you want to label the axis like x-axis and y-axis. You have to put the proper scaling is also there. So you can, especially for the publication purpose, this particular part is very important because whenever we put some graph in a paper, research paper, you have to basically put all the things in the graph, like all the axes. It should be clear, and all the data you want to show it. It should be very uh, clear. So we can customize the graph in this Origin software, and we can directly uh, export this particular graph anywhere else, like in the Word, in the Excel, like whatever, wherever you want to go. And then finally you can perform the analysis part also. Like for example, if you want to do like curve fitting, like linear fitting, cubic spline, some other kind of fitting, and you want to do statistical analysis and signal processing, so directly you can apply on the graph. And finally, after complete completing your analysis, you can export your result, or you can export your graph in a various format like PDF, JPEG, or EPL. Like, so the different format is there. Project format is also there. So you can directly move on this particular thing. So this is a basic workflow. So these are the
Sir,
common.
actually, your slide is not moving. It's stuck there in
Uh,
key feature of origin.
okay, let me. I think some problem is there in moving part.
Yes, sir.
Um,
It's now changing. Thank you.
Now it's changing. Okay, so I think its problem is coming in a full screen mode. So is it fine if I show you like this?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine now. Okay. So yeah. So key features there. User interface overview is there, right? Okay. And then we have a basic workflow. Basic workflow like steps involved in the by plotting the graph, like importing the graph. Then you have to create the graph. Then you have to customize it by proper labeling it, and then you can perform the analysis part, and finally you can export. So this is a basic step involved in the plotting part or analysis part, you can say. And then we have a common graph type is also there. Like this is a very common, like this is a Ohm's law. And just took some data points and just plot it. So you can see on the x-axis we have a current, and on the y-axis we have a voltage, and this is a like colored pattern is there. Like and some more graphics also you can see. So this is one of the graph in my research data. On the x-axis we have a refractive index, and on the y-axis I just put a resonance statement and some data from the experimental part. So as you can see, this is very labeled, like scaling is there, all the marking is there. Like, so this is basically one of the main feature of Origin, and you can directly import this graph anywhere else. Like if you want to go on a Word, you can simply copy and then paste it. So this is very easy to use it. Right. So and then we have some other different kinds of graph. You can also plot it there. So a basic data analysis tool, like if we after plotting part, suppose you want to do some analysis, you can do the statistical analysis, like you can calculate the mean, median, and standard deviation, and other statistical measure also with this particular software. You can do the linear regression and non-linear curve fitting, like UV spline and some more other kind of fitting. You can do it, and peak analysis you can analyze it with, especially while you are in the spectroscopy part, in XR dependent chromatography and other similar data where we want to analyze the peak signal, you can analyze it. So this is a basic data analysis tool for the analysis part. So we have some advanced feature also there, like because Origin continuously updating their features. So in the new feature, they continuously update. Like you can integrate a Python and R programming, and some other more advanced feature is there. So publishing ready output, like especially for the research paper point of view, uh, if you want to change anything in your graph, you can simply do it all the changes in your origin part, and then you can simply copy paste it and you can move it. So publishing part, it's very helpful. So you can export the graph in various forms, and you can save the plot for like for the presentation purpose, or like for the plot for the graph for the paper purpose and some other different purpose. Analysis report you can generate like different fitting parameter. You can generate it after, suppose let's say you do the linear fitting, and after do the linear fitting you want to know about the slope, intercept. You can this particular software calculate everything. So you can see your slope, what is the value of your slope, and where is your intercept, the graph. So you can do all the calculation from this particular software, and you have a customized template is there. So let me show you how to do the basic process, and then we will move on the next particular part. So I hope everyone downloaded the Origin software. I already share some message in the group for the downloading purpose. So let me first tell you about their licensing part. So although Origin is a basically licensed, but for the trial purpose, like 21 days, for the 21 days you can use it as a free trial, and your particular institution, particular university or institute, they can apply for like for the access, and they can buy it as a license, and you can use it. And we have some different alternative also. There, Origin Pro is there, GraphPad is there, MATLAB is there. But for the Origin thing, there is one of the crack version is also available. So you can either use a crack version for it, or simply you can use a trial version, or some education licenses is there, then you can use those particular licenses. So let me show you how to plot a basic graph, and then I will show you how to keep like analysis part and some other things. Let me show you one of my research paper. So where I use this particular origin software to plot a graph. I hope everyone can see my screen.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
So this is one of my paper. I basically study the effect of zinc oxide layer on sensitivity of fiber optic sensor. So in the last, you can see. So this is one of the graph. So as you can see in the x-axis, we have a resonance wavelength. Normalized power is there, and NS means a refractive index is there. Like I just took different refractive index from 1.37 to 1.33 for the different refractive index. I just not down the resonance wavelength. So as you can see, this particular graph looks very labeled because or in the origin we have a feature is there. I can plot this particular graph and directly copy paste it. So this is on another graph. Again, on the x-axis, we have refractive index, and the y-axis we have resonance wavelength is there. And I took different thicknesses like 40 nanometer, 4010, 4015, and 4020. And for the different plot, you can see I can use a different symbols like rectangle, star, triangle. I can label it. I can change it scale. I can change the scale and all the design. I can customize this particular graph in our origin workspace. So this is basically speciality you can say or a feature uh, where we can utilize it. So let me stop showing it. So let me first open it my origin software to show you how to plot the graph. I hope everyone downloaded the origin software. If not, then I can simply show you how to put the data and take the plot. I hope you can see my screen. So this is your after open up your software, you can see this particular uh, part. So we have like toolbar is there, like on the left side is, and on the right on the topmost part is there, and in the bottom part we have like different option is there, like plotting option is there. So first of all, this column AX BY you can see, and this is called a worksheet, and data we have to put it over here. So first, let's say you want to increase the column because in build it's only show the two column A and B. So for adding more column, you can right click it and you can simply add on the more column for it. So this is the option, add new column, right? So if you click it, then it simply paste another column. And simply you can increase as much as your data part is there. Like suppose you have like data which cover more columns. So accordingly you can add. So in this way you can simply add on your column. I hope is it visible to everyone? Uh, I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Screen is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So this is your worksheet, and let's say first of all, let me go for very basic plot. Ohm's law, everyone know what is Ohm's law. Like we have like current is there, voltage is there, and there's a linear relationship graph between V and I. So I can plot that particular graph uh, along with some other more advanced graph. So here you can see this is a file option. Either directly you can click it or you can import the data in the form of Excel. Let's say you have data in Excel file. So after clicking in the import part, you can directly import your Excel sheet is there, and it simply uh, take your all the data in this worksheet. But here I just manually do the data analysis for simplicity. Let me take some data for plotting part, and I will show you how to plot the graph then. So let me take current is there in amperes. I just put it. So in the topmost part, you can see unit and commit section is there. This particular part is not plotted on the graph. This is for you only. See what are your plotting, and you keep monitoring the things. So on the y-axis, I can put the voltage because I want to put my voltage on the y-axis. So simply I just put it here. And if you put the data, let's say I started from 0, 1, 1.5, 2, then I think this much is enough. Let's say it's a 1. I just took some random data like for the plotting purpose, just to show you how we can plot the graph. Now, after putting all the data on x-axis, I just put the current in amperes, and on the y-axis, I just put the voltage in volts. So after putting the data, you have to select both the columns like this. And after selecting this particular column, you have to simply uh, go down at the bottom section. You can see here we have a graph part is there, like different linear one or a scatter one. Suppose I want to do the scattering as well as a linear, so I can simply click it and simply plot it your graph. It's very easy to use. So this is very rough. First, I can customize it. Like for example, I have to label on x-axis. I have to put the label on the y-axis. Accordingly, I have to do all the analysis part. But this is very uh, rough draft. Initially, it is generated, and accordingly, we have to customize it. I hope this is clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, after plotting the graph, we have to customize it. For the customized purpose, I have to select it. Right. So, for example, you can click any number, like for example, like this part. So after clicking, simple clicking, it just pop out a screen here we have a scaling option. We have a tile format option, grid line, break, tick table, minor tick, and customized tick label, and so on, right? So first of all, let's say I want to scale it. We have to change the scale for it. So after clicking the scale part, from to you can choose like for example here I just choose 0 5.5, and suppose I want to choose like -1, and let's say I go to 7, right? Or you can say 10 something. So an increment, you can also change the increment also. Here increment is 1 1. Suppose you want to do the incremental, let's say 0.5, so you can put the 0.5 and click it. So you can see here the scale is like changed, right? But I think it's better to scale it lower because of the graph थोड़ा सा better हो जाएगा. So I just change the scale part again. So here I can put -0.5. I think is much better. And instead of 10, I can go for 7 maybe. And increment of 1 is better, for 0.5 whatever. So this is your graph. And similarly on the Y scale, a Y axis, you can change your scaling part. Just click and you can go on the scale part and you can change it accordingly. Like for example, I can change it from 0 to 12, increment of 1, I can do it. Right. So in this way you can change it. Right? Now suppose you want to put this scaling part inside it. So you can change it again. You can go on a minor tick labels, and grid line is option is also there. So tile formatting is also there. So in the tile format part, you can say major ticks and minor ticks. So major tick means this big tick you can see like 0, 1, 2, 3. And the minor ticks means like in between this, like in between like 0.5, 1.5, 2.5. So these are the basically minor ticks. So right now it's outwards, as you can see this graph. And suppose you want to put inside it. So you have to simply change it here. And there's also option in and out here where you can project both the, but let's say I just want to put inside it. So in and minor tick in. And if you click it, yeah, you can see on the x-axis, all the text now in and now goes into the inside part, right? Similarly, I can do similar analysis for y. I just click it, go on minor and major tick labels, in, and you can select in here, and then you can put the OK part. So you can see on the y-axis also now all the text inside it, right? Now, suppose you want to close this particular graph in a rectangular pattern. So you have to again make two lines opposite to x-axis. We have to draw like this, like, and the y-axis we have to draw like this. So for that we have an option. Again, you have to click and you have to go on the grid line. So in the grid section, we have a opposite part is there. If we click opposite and you can OK it, then you can see a line is basically emerge out parallel to x-axis on the upper part, right? Similarly, suppose you want to draw a line parallel to y-axis on the very right hand side, like this, in order to complete your rectangle. So you have to again click on the number, and you have to go on a grid line section, and you have to select the opposite, and you have to apply it. So now you can see how its graph is taking the form. It's now very much better than earlier, right? And you can also move this particular part here, and you can customize it again. You can label it. For example, if you want to label it, because this is a graph versus V, let's say. So I'm putting the volt part is there. So you can put it down. You can move it accordingly wherever you want to put it. Suppose I want to put here or here, you can simply drag it down. Right? And again, you can remove the boundary part also, like because you can see there's a box is coming out, right? So you can remove this box part also. You have to simply click it in this part, and in the rightmost part, you can do analysis. Let me first check this. Yeah, so in the property part, you can change the background, you can do all these things. So suppose I want to select none and apply it, then your all the box part is basically removed, right? And suppose you want to change the style, like you can change the, because it's very black in color, so you can change the color part also. Like if you click it, here you have some different pattern. Suppose you want to select the triangle part, so you can select the triangle. You can customize the color also. Like you can select the color. Like for example, like if we are just select increment type of color, starting from red, then I can apply it. So you can see a graphical data you can generate it. Like all the different data is basically plotted in different uh, color, and I can just move this particular thing and here also. So and so again, yeah. So I and V is putting it in. Now you can scale it down. X-axis, you have to label it current. So you have to simply click on this particular A part. A means basically data putting on the column A. So you have to simply click it, and you can change accordingly whatever you want to write. Suppose I want to write a current part, so I can simply put the current and like this. So it means like x-axis we have a current, and on the y-axis we have a voltage section is there. So I can put the voltage, right? So voltage section you can put it down. Okay. So now graph is ready. You can do some more changes. Like you can click it, and you can change your scaling or your format. You can say. Want you can change from Times New Roman or Arial, whatever you want to write. Usually, I can select Times New Roman because most of the format we are following Times New Roman. And color, it's up to you. Customize it. You can, let's say, you want to use green. You can customize it accordingly. And if you want to put the bold, you can do it. So pointing you can change, like for example 22, okay. So you can see, so in the x-axis you can see the your labeling comes in the blue, green in color 0 1 2 3, and you can change whatever color you want. For example, it's better to put in black for the clear visibility. Yeah, so similarly on the y-axis you can change, you can customize similarly. So here you can select Times New Roman, right? And we can put bold and apply it. So in this way, you can also put, you can directly change by clicking this, and you can go over here. Like, you can also change from here also. So you have Times New Roman 22 bold, or if you want to put in italic, you can also put in italic. It's up to you. Right. So in this way, you can apply this particular thing over here also. So in this way you can, so now your graph is ready. Now after do all the labeling and all the things, so you can just directly move this particular graph. So for that purpose, you have to save it, right? So for save purpose, you can go on a file and you can save a project as, so if you click it down, So here's the option. You can put some file name. Let's say I just put it down like Ohm's law plot. Right? I just label it, and we have like different options to save it, but it usually save as a project part. So you can save some. Let's say I just put on the desktop, let's say, and save it. So after saving it, you go on that particular part where we save it. So for Ohm's law plot, you can see on this part, you can simply copy it. And I can copy it and directly paste. Like for example, if I open a Word file, I can plot. I can just directly paste my graph. So I just copy this particular graph and my one of the PPT. You can see this is a graph. Is it visible? Is it visible? I just paste for a plot on the one of slide. Oh, not visible. Let me. Plotting part is done. I hope everyone got know how to plot the basic plot on the origin. Is any doubt in the plotting part? Okay. So after plotting the graph, I can move this particular graph somewhere. Like for example, I can open one of the slide and I can paste it on the graph section. Let me show my screen. Okay, so you can see after plotting the graph, I just paste in one of my slides for complete visible. I will change its format, it on white. Now I hope is it visible for you. So I can scale it down. So this is your graph with just plot it, Ohm's law plot. Right. So this is a speciality. You can move your plot and right. So this is your graph. Okay. Now suppose you want to change some anywhere in between. So you can directly go on the again origin part. You can change it and again you can save it and you can move it directly move it here or copy or paste it there. Right. So in this way you can do the analysis part. So again, let me show some more data. For example, if you want to do XRD analysis part, because we have like origin is very broader topic. Like we can cover so many things. We can cover up the analysis part is also there. We have some different type of plotting is also there. But due to the time constraint, I just uh, first started with very basic thing. So this is a very basic plot you can draw. Suppose you want to do some more analysis part, like for example, you want to do XRD plotting and you want to do XRD analysis. So for that also I can show you if anyone want to keen to interested to see. Otherwise, for the beginner, this is uh, very much thing like you can practice it later on, but you can start from here and we can add some more things accordingly. So let me know if you want to learn some more plotting, like XRD or some other, because I'm not started with XRD because it's very advanced for the beginner purpose. So I just took very simple plotting of Ohm's law plot and some other kind of plot. And if you are interested, I can show you how to plot XRD graph also. Anyone interested? Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
for the XRD part, if anyone done the XRD, they know you have to plot the graph between the 2 theta and the intensity, right? So we need some data for the XRD. So let me take some data somewhere and I just simply uh, try to show you how to select and how to plot a graph. Analysis part we can cover up some other part because for analysis part we need some more detailed discussion, curve fitting and all other things. So, but I can show you how to plot a very basic thing. Later on in the coming series, I can cover up some more advanced features to show you how to basically we can analyze various spectroscopy graph and XRD graph. So first, take some XRD data, and I will try to show you how to plot it. Now you can see my screen here. I have some. data of Excel data copper K alpha of lambda 5406. So we have theta in degrees, and we have intensity over there. So I just simply copy it, right? And I can directly paste on the origin. So first of all, I just open the origin, and so we see worksheet. It's opening. Let me maximize it. First, I need to add some more columns. So I can either right click and then you can add it, or here is option also like add new column. So you can simply click it and you can add it. Now I just paste it your all the data. So this is your data. Is it fine? So this is basically 2 theta in degrees and intensity is there, right? So your all the data is now transferred in this worksheet part. Okay. Now this part is clear. Is it clear how to uh, paste your data, right? Presentation not visible. Uh, and then I'm not showing a presentation. I'm just open it my Excel file and origin part. I hope that part is visible to you.
No,
No,
sir,
sir,
it's not.
nothing is visible.
Okay. Let me again check. Yeah. Now I hope origin window is open. You can see my window.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is basically your now the data which I'm showing. I just copy and paste it. So 2 theta is there. In the comment part, I just put it down for my convenience purpose. 2 theta in degrees and intensity is here. Right? So now I hope is it clear how to simply copy it and paste it over here, right? And you can add the columns with the help of this particular part on the top portion. On the little bit on the right side, you have add new columns. So you can directly click it and you can add it, or either you can right click and you can add it, right? So we have different options there. So after pasting all the data, you have to select both the columns like this. Now, after selecting the column, you have to go on the line part. So, so this is a line, right? So I just click it and it just simply take the plot. So here, x-axis you have a means we have just put 2 theta, right? So this is a 2 theta thing, and this is basically your intensity part. So this is your peak. Suppose you want to change this plot and you want to put some like data points is there. So you can go on a scattered and line part, like the line and symbol part. Now, so you can see all the data points are now visible in this graph, right? You can change it further. Suppose you want to scale it down, you can do the scaling part, like a part you can change it, like for example you can write to theta is there and it should be in degrees, so I can put in degree part, right? So on the y-axis it's basically intensity. Intensity and arbitrary unit. AU means some, I just put in some arbitrary unit in there. So label it, and suppose you want to analyze this particular data or a point, you want to see if how this particular point comes. So you can select this part, data reader part. In the toolbar is there on the very left side. We have like different options. We have a zoom in, we have a screen reader, we have data reader, we have data selector, and so on. A different option is there, right? So suppose you want to read this particular data, so you have to select, and if you put your cursor, like for example on this particular thing, and you can simply click it, and it show your x and y. So it show you your x-axis it's 25.6, and on a y-axis it's basically 90, right? So this is basically your one-off analysis. Similarly, suppose you want to analyze this particular point, so you can click it, and it will show you the values, see how much value you can obtain. You have like x-axis. X-axis means you have a 2 theta, right? So with the help of 2 theta, you can know the positions, and accordingly you can analyze your data, right? And similarly, you can do, like, for example, if you click it down, it shows you 35 and 30, so you can change it accordingly. Right. So these are the various things you can do it. Now, suppose you want to label it properly, and you can first cancel it down. Now you can move your intensity part, because I want to put this thing in the graph. I can move it. I can change. I can show you it's basically XRD plot. You can add anything. It's up to you. You can move somewhere. Like now, you can put in the box. So for putting in the box, you know the process. First, you have to click, and you can change file format in in and apply it. Right? Similarly, you can do the grid line analysis opposite. Right? Similarly, you can do over here also on the y-axis. Okay. And apply it in the grid line opposite. So it's not taking the form now, right? And if you want to change it, like you want to change the color, you can click any of the data point. Yeah, so you can select, for example, I want to take like some data kind of different shape, downward triangle, and you can change the color. Okay, so you can do it like this. So it's now showing the color. You can change the solid line also, like for example, you want to use some other kind of color to connect these data points, you can change it from the same way. You can go on the line part, and you can uh, select whatever, for example, you want to plot spline, B spline 2 point, 3 point, right? So you can use it like solid dash dot option is there. You can change it. You can also change the width, 0.2, 1, 1.5, 2, and so on. And color, you can also change it accordingly. Like, for example, you want to use some other color, like blue, you can do it. So in this way, you can plot your SRD graph, right? There are some much more analysis part is there, like, but for the plotting part, this is very basic. You can learn it for the beginner purpose. It's very basic thing. I hope this part is clear to everyone. Any doubt in this graph part? For the saving purpose, by the way, you can go on the file, you can save project, and you can simply put your title, whatever you want to put, and you can save it. And if you want to move this particular graph it, somewhere like in the Word and Excel, whatever, wherever you want to go, you can simply copy and then paste it, right? Or you can directly upload this particular graph. So you can move it very easily. Any doubt so far? Is it clear or not? If you have any doubt or concern, you can ask. Any doubt? I hope I'm audible and my screen is visible to everyone. Okay, it's fine if everything is clear to you. Now, let me lastly, one thing I can show you again is a fitting part. For example, you want to do the linear fitting because most of the plot you want to do linear fitting part, right? For example, in the lab purpose, let's say you are getting some data in your lab and you want to plot that particular data. So in most of the cases where you're doing a curve fitting, linear fitting, right? So you can directly do the linear fitting over here, and you can also get slope and intercept value also. Yeah. So let me show you how to do the linear fitting part. Okay, on the screen you can see one of my data. It's experimental data, and here it's a basically it's 40 nanometer, 40 nanometer, 5 nanometer, like a bilayer deposition is there, some material like TiO2, and we have like different diffractive index is there. Suppose I want to plot this particular thing, I have to simply first I need to copy and paste it. So I just select this particular thing. I open my engine and you can paste it. Yeah. So on the origin, I can first I have to increase the column. So I just simply click it on the right side. There is the option of add column. So you can simply increase your column and I just simply paste my data over here, right? So upper part like thickness 40, this is not, this is for me, like for the understanding purpose. Otherwise, for the plotting part, it started from 1 to 5. So these are the rows which they pick and plotted, right? So first I need to select all the columns like A to E. So select it down. And after selecting, I have to I can use any of the, like for example, if I can use line, then it will do the line plotting. Right? I have to do the scaling because of there's so much difference. Or I can do one thing. I can remove this particular data because it's very easy to show you these curves because there is a huge difference in between these things. Let me delete this thing. Let me clear this part. Now, fine. Let me plot only these columns. So now this is basically thing. This is not very much straight. Like I want to show my data points. I can select line and symbol. So this is basically a graph line you can see. You can move here. Now suppose I want to do the linear fitting. So I can directly go on an analysis part, right? So we have different options there. You can see we have a mathematics like trace interpolation, simple maths, normalize, differentiate, integrate. You can do like much more things. Exploration also is there. Data manipulation is there. Fitting part is also there. So this is very the fitting part is basically fit not linear, because I want to fit a linear plotting, linear fitting. So I can select this part, but I will try to show you what are the various options. So signal processing is there. You can use FFT, wavelet, filter, peak, and baseline analysis. This part is useful for the XRD because of we can do the baseline analysis, and peak analysis is also there. And so we have some other tools also there. Data part is also there. So we have like we can explore various things. Like we have so many things to explore it, right? Statistical analysis, we can do it with the help of it, right? So let me first do the fitting part. So fit linear, and I just click it, and it simply do all the calculation and show you the plot after linear plotting. So this is basically one of the window which is pop up, and it will show you the all the calculation part. Okay, how much is your standard error, how much is your intercept, how much is your slope. So you can simply minimize it, and it will show you this graph part. I can move this thing sideways. Yeah. So you can show. This is basically the table which is generated. Right. This is a table which is generated, and intercept is given, slope is given to you. So you can do the analysis. Okay, so this is one of the graph. Again, I can. So this is basically the table which is generated after doing the calculation thing of fitting. Right. Or if you want to take the directly, you want to do the direct fitting, you can do it. Like for example, if you select this column, and if you go directly onto the analysis part, plotting part, you can plot it. Fit it linear. So again, you will get this thing, and you can minimize it and open your graph. It will show you this thing. Just plotted a one. The other data points in the column B and C are not selected. If you select for like B column and C column also, you can do it. But for this simplicity purpose, I just do the linear fitting for the very first data, which is basically the data points in the column A. So you can see this red line is basically a linear fitting, and this black line is basically your actual data point. So you just simply fit your linear curve with the help of the equations, and the equation which you are using is, you can see in this table also. Like, I can simply maximize it. You can see this equation y is equal to a plus bx, and all the calculation they are mentioned. Intercept is this much, slope is basically this much. Right? Similarly, you can do the curve fitting in this for this data also, in the column B, for the column C also. So in this way, you can do the linear fitting. And if you want to do some other kind of fitting, cubic spline and some other option is also there. Like if you go on the again on the analysis part, fitting part, you can fit polynomial, and we have some different option. Our dialog box is open. You can uh, select it. Yeah, how much data point you want to apply it, and what kind of graph you want. So you can do all the things. So I hope basic thing is clear to you. Any doubt? Okay, so due to the time constraint, I will not cover some more things. I will stop here, and let me show my slides to wind up the things.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. So, guys, do you have any questions for sir? The floor is now open. You can ask questions if you have any.
Yes,
Any
anything?
questions, guys?
Okay, so in case you have any problem, you can connect with me, and for the more workshop, you can connect in Shakshay for the coming series where we can explore some other tools or some other options to explore.
Okay, so sir, on the behalf of Think Action team, I extend my heartfelt thanks to you for such a insightful and engaging session. Your practical tips and clear explanation have truly made us feel and think about it deeply and wanted to learn further. And this was surely a valuable experience for all of us. So we
Thank
would
you so
now
much.
like to present a certificate for the same as a token of gratitude from our side.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Sasha, for inviting me, and thank you so much, Dr. Maipal, for like connecting me with you for like coming sessions and for this session, particular sections. Thank
Sure,
you.
sir.
Thank you
We would
once again, and thank you
really,
all the
yeah.
person who joined it and patiently waiting.
Sure, sure.
Thank you.
We would really like to have you along in our upcoming sessions as well.
Thank you so much.
So a big thanks to our participants as well for taking their time out and joining us today for this enthusiastic involvement throughout the session. And your questions will be answered as Sir have already told us. He'll be connected with us all, in fact. So we look forward for upcoming session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much.